Hi everyone. So, despite having a Chinese test tomorrow morning at 8:30, I convinced the boy to take me to go see Immortals. And read online, really mixed reviews. Mine's not mixed. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. The story is about, I was going to say it's about Greek gods, which it is. They're involved. But it's Greek gods and titans and oracles and wars and whatever. The story itself is actually kind of boring. It's not why I loved it. What I loved, there's quite a bit. I loved the 3D. Usually not a 3D fan at all. And actually, today was the first time I ever experienced 3D with my new spectacles. So I had to wear them over these ones. Irritating. But I loved it. There was a moment when you're above the scene and there's a whole bunch of chandeliers that are being lit up with candles, and it's sort of, there's like a weird sort of haze in front of you, and I rubbed my eyes because I thought that it was something about me. Turned out it was an effect that they were doing to show the heat from the candles, like heat waves. Very cool. There was even a couple moments when I did the dodge, like the, oh god, it's gonna hit me, but then it didn't because it's not really there. Yeah, they just really used the 3D well. They remembered that they were using the 3D, and so the shots that they did and the way that they even came up from people from behind, and so they were kind of right in front of you for a minute, and really well done. The visuals in general were just very cool. Very gruesome. If you don't like blood and you don't like to see people's heads cut off, don't see this movie. They did a lot of slow-mo action scenes because the gods came down to fight the titans. So they show all these slow-mo scenes where the gods are fighting the titans, and that's very cool because they're slicing them in all sorts of different ways. I thought the costumes were really good, except for this one that the main villain wears. It's sort of this metal helmet that has pointy ears and like spikes coming out of it, just like that. It sort of just looked like the outfit that Max wears in Where the Wild Things Are, but metal. Didn't really get that one. But his whole army in general would wear, they each wore these masks and stuff, and there was one person who wore this like barbed wire cow head, metal cow head. Really cool. Loved that. The main character, the acting was really good, but he kind of had a struggle of faith throughout the movie, well, until he found an arrow that was magical and released magical arrows. It's kind of hard to, deny magical things when you're holding it. But anyway, yeah, the struggle of faith. I like it. I like to watch it, and he had it. Very cool. Really unique details that they used to show different things. The one that, it's going to sound really bad, I didn't like it, but I liked it. So there's 4 oracles, and only one of them can actually see the future, and the other 4 are just there to protect her identity. So they put the other 3 into a metal cow that's over a fire, and then put this thing over their mouths so that when they scream out, it goes through a tube and makes a noise with steam. I don't like it, but it's really cool. Sorry. Also, a monk cut out his own tongue to protect information. That was just sort of a neat little thing. And they depicted the barbaric army as being almost non-human in the way that they didn't feel and stuff. Also, a neat little detail. Didn't like. Again, the story was boring, but whatever, everything else made up for it. It's one of those ones you go in and you don't really expect there to be this really deep, crazy, awesome story that has a interesting twist at the end. Didn't expect it, so it didn't disappoint me. But one thing I hated was that the Oracle, who's played by Slumdog's girlfriend, she loses all of her abilities to see the future if she has sex, if she's defiled. So when she goes to have relations, she makes it seem like this man, that she's been waiting for him her whole life and that he's finally going to free her. It was just kind of strange. She made it seem like it was him who was freeing her when it was really her decision and everything. Like, that he was liberating her instead of she was liberating herself. Didn't like that. And the other weird thing was that the main character took only about 30 seconds to convince an army to go to war with him. It was very quick, very strange. But other than that, really good. Honestly, I will give it a 4.5 out of 5 dead metal cow heads. Cool. Yeah, I think it's a good one. Oh, and I saw a preview for the Lorax. Super excited.